How could a simple report cause such an uproar in the Bitcoin market on January 3, 2024? The answer lies in the Matrixport report. This report, put out by the crypto firm Matrixport, shook the Bitcoin market to its core. It predicted a potential rejection of spot Bitcoin ETF applications by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. The implications of this rejection were far from minor, with a projected 10% drop in Bitcoin prices and a significant impact on the $5.1 billion in perpetual long Bitcoin futures. The reasons behind this prediction were rooted in the current climate of the SEC. Gary Gensler, the SEC chair, has been particularly cautious when it comes to cryptocurrency. Couple that with a Democrat-heavy group of voting commissioners reluctant to legitimize Bitcoin as a store of value, and you have a recipe for potential rejection. Matrixport's report was more than just a prediction. It was a warning to traders to hedge their long exposure by buying $40,000 strike puts or shorting Bitcoin via options if no approvals were given by January 5th. So with this report, Matrixport essentially predicted a rug pull of the decade. But what really happened? In the wake of the Matrixport report, the Bitcoin market took a hit, and it wasn't a small one. The cryptocurrency heavyweight witnessed a significant 10% plunge in prices. The reason? A pervasive fear that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, might just deny the approval of a Bitcoin spot exchange-traded fund, otherwise known as an ETF. This potential denial was enough to send ripples of concern throughout the market, leading to a sharp and sudden drop in Bitcoin's value. The prospect of this ETF approval had been a beacon of hope for many investors, but the forecasted delay by the SEC cast a long shadow over the market, stirring up fears of a potential market crash. The anticipation had been high, with leaks suggesting that the SEC could approve the ETF by the end of the week, but with no announcement in the early days of January, the anxiety in the market was palpable. The possibility of a denial loomed large, threatening to trigger cascading liquidations and a further decline in Bitcoin prices by around 10%. But as we know, the crypto market is anything but predictable, and this story doesn't end with a crash. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, Bitcoin staged a comeback. In the wake of the Matrixport report, the crypto world was on edge, bracing for a potential crash. But as we've seen time and time again, Bitcoin is nothing if not resilient. Despite the 10% plunge and looming uncertainty surrounding the SEC's decision on the Bitcoin spot ETF, the market bounced back. Yes, the SEC's verdict is still up in the air, and yes, the concerns raised by Matrixport still linger, but Bitcoin, in its defiant glory, rallied, reminding us all of the inherent volatility and unpredictability that characterize this digital frontier. It's as if Bitcoin stood tall in the face of adversity, dusted itself off, and said, "Is that all you've got?" The rebound following the plunge was a testament to the market's resilience. It was a testament to the belief and trust that investors, both seasoned and new, have in Bitcoin, despite the hurdles it often faces. So, while Matrixport's report caused a stir, the Bitcoin market proved once again that it's full of surprises. It's a wild ride, this Bitcoin journey, and if there's one thing we've learned, it's to expect the unexpected. So, here's to the next chapter in this fascinating saga. What's next for Bitcoin? Well, only time will tell.